Monday morning recap in uh, Castle of the Living Dead from 1964. Cover Lee in the dress, the older dude. It's a well done, well made cover, to say the least. Christopher Lee. This dude sort of dressed in like this piratey type of fit. Thought it was interesting. Say the least. Lee, uh, black coat, shirt. I thought it was an interesting look where he's laughing hysterically. I very much enjoyed that. See? He knows how to suit that body language and emotion and all that better than anybody. That's why I enjoy Christopher Lee as an actor. He had this like magician sort of hat. They were looking at something. I don't know what they were looking at. But yeah, Lee on point. Everybody's chemistry in this movie, in fact, is on point. That's why Castle of the Living Dead is such a classic, nostalgic movie. To be honest. Super old lady that came off well. I very much enjoyed it. Very much well crafted. Very creative. Excellent cinematography. Excellent everything. Excellent. Christopher Lee sitting down in the chair. I call it. Surrounding him. Keep him safe and protect him. Good scene. For sure. With that thing, looking in the mirror, eyes closed, don't know what that's supposed to entail. You know, some sort of reflective meaning, or something like that. I don't know. Excuse me? Yeah, I'm gonna go off my gut, say it's reflective. I'm gonna see you fighting next to this man, right? As if he was gonna hurt him, her, or something like that. Basically, fear. Basically, a fear scene. Next to him. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, it was. Interesting shit, to say the least. With Christopher Lee with the scowl, very serious demeanor, very serious look on his face, which, you know, symbolizes seriousness, you know. Shit like that. Basically, Donald Sutherland, Majiggity dudes in a scene that I thought was good. It was great to see Christopher Lee and Donald Sutherland starring in a movie together. They were two great horror actors ahead of their times. Basically, Christopher Lee's face, where he looks so ominous and eerie and creepy and this and that. Thought it was great. Say the least. Middle-aged woman looking terrified as she's looking at something. Honestly, forgot what she was staring at, but great. The way she knew how to exude body language and sell body language, shit like that. Come on, dude. Right? Standing up. down, basically. I thought it was interesting. Walking off somewhere to discuss the living dead. I guess I take from that pirate people. Goddamn. We're talking about something as well. Not too sure what they were discussing, but yeah, they were discussing something, talking about something. Good scene. Everything played off very well executed, very well just well crafted, produced, shot, directed, everything. Looking up at something. I don't know what they were looking up at, but they were looking up at something. As she was talking to somebody. So the conversation was intriguing her, investing her. Wooty woo, basically. I don't know if it was an evil cat or what, but we saw this cat. A tunnelish thing with teeth and eyeballs. I'm like, what the fuck is this? In my mind, that's what was going on when I seen it at first. I peeped it, like, what was this? Because I wasn't sure what the fuck it was, so. But it was interesting. It looked very good. I believe in a scene together, basically, which was pretty cool, pretty good. Came off well, shot well, directed well, produced well. Just a nostalgic vibe, nostalgic feeling. On the bottom, in a fucking, I don't know what that is, but they're in something. Sitting, woman. One scene, basically, was good. Ugly looking thing next to each other, basically, which I'm assuming it was like a worker of his or follower of his, basically. That was pretty cool. Shadow in the back, reflection of the shadow. His shadow in the back, basically. Oh, that's that. I don't know what it was about, what they had going on, but yeah, that's that. Kind of like, look at that, something. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at, but I'm staring at something. Or The Castle of the Living Dead, which was a great title card, too. On his neck, woman just looking at him like, what's going on? Basically, as if he was trying to symbolize a certain thing that certain people do when they're sick and tired of life, or the pressure of life gets to them so much that they decide and feel the need that they should do that certain thing that's that old thing was symbolizing, you know, kind of surrounding the house, kind of looking down, not really looking up. It's that, and appears to be, I'm assuming, she appears to be sick or whatnot, and they're trying to like check up on her and make sure she gets good or get her in a good mind frame, basically, as anybody would, you know. That's just the right thing to do in that sort of scenario. Your gut intuition would be to help somebody who's sick or check up on somebody who's not feeling too good. With the black haired girl, I don't fucking know the actress's name, and Christopher Lee. I'm assuming they're talking about the Living Dead, things they've seen in the house, fucking whatever, basically. It was great. Other actresses who don't look at the person or look away or whatever, because that's not exuding confidence when you looking away, or don't come off and appear as confident when you're looking down or looking up or looking away from the camera and you can't look at that person. It comes off very unsure. So it was good and refreshing to see that in the movie, for a change, to say the least, where a woman is powerful enough to suit that body language and stare directly in the character's eyes. I very much thought that came off very well, very good. She's definitely up there with Barbara Steele for sure, even though I haven't seen a lot of her content. Dude, he was pretty cool for what it was. Of course, this was a midget before its time and before the Game of Thrones type of shit, basically. I very much enjoyed him for what it was, his acting for what it was. He was there, but you didn't really notice it much, him being there, because he wasn't in many scenes, so yeah. And the time he did appear, I enjoyed him. In the older guy, right? Round thing around his coat, which I thought was interesting. Very, very, very interesting. I wasn't familiar with him from any other work, but based off his appearance, the first time experience viewing, he did a great job. He did good at what he did. But then I think that same person was the one responsible for going around making the killings and murders happen. Because we do get a lot of killings with the machete or whatever. And it played off very well. Very interesting. Well executed, well directed, well produced, all that shit. Very much enjoyed that. And older fuck, she was making some sort of potion or something that witches make. basically. Christopher Lee, right? Well, that younger guy, each other, both looking at something, probably that killer or whatever. I'm not too sure what it was that they were looking at, but they were staring at something. Interesting. Compatriot, compatriot. I don't know what it was, but yeah. Young him over something black. Came off well. Well directed, well produced, just all of the above. Here's fucking the person who was going around doing the murders and stuff like that. That's what it appears to me. But could be wrong, but very good scene, very interesting scene, very great cinematography. All of the above, basically. To, I believe, God or whoever, and touching it, you know. That was pretty cool. In touch with God, you know, Christianity, and, you know, all this and that. That's basically what that symbolizes and entails, basically, to me. Right? Ty walking up in the house, basically dressed to a T, you know, like he does better than anybody else, you know. That just like, basically, how can I describe that scene? Motherfucking dressing to impress, basically. Women talking face to face, yet again, with her holding a cat, you know, showing like when she's holding the cat, that means, let's see, how could I best put this? She's feeling comfort from the cat, and because of how Christopher Lee's character comes off, and how much of a, not trying to sound like I'm kind of being a dick, but I am, how he comes off like an asshole, you know. She's holding the cat for comfort, basically, to basically make herself feel more comfortable being around him. That's basically what that entails, basically, to me, in my honest opinion. Right, where she's around these flowers, not fires, basically, and nature, you know. That basically entails being around nature, nothing more, nothing less. Movie, basically, it kind of reveals her chest area, but I could appreciate this, that there were no sex scenes in this film, no like exploration in the movie. Facial expressions sells it all, tells it all. Very interesting, to say the least. The necklace she's wearing as well, friend, I'm assuming, all surrounded by a candle. But I don't know exactly what they're doing, what they were doing. Little midget, as hands are trying to reach out and touch him. Basically, comfort and approach. That's what that is. So, very interesting. Side and on the front, the back, right, the left. That's just a castle that anybody would want to be in, because you could see through everything. There's a passage to everything. That's basically the analysis and symbolism and synopsis and summary to me. Or a bird, bullet, and I'm assuming they're talking about the castle and ada basically. I don't fucking know. It's all interpretation, basically, of things. And my shit's paused again. I hate when it does that. But, yeah, that's that. Christopher Lee. Here, tall guy next to each other. Him on the right, him on the left. He's the king. He's the under king, basically. That's basically what that entails. Rankings of where they stand and who's at the top and who's in the middle, basically. Black-haired woman's shadow. That's basically what that entails. Shadowy figure, which came off pretty good. Very interesting. Right. I don't even know what it is, but decent scene. Skeleton. Dude. You can see under the tunnel. I'm assuming they're walking under a tunnel. So that's what that's about, basically. My shit stuck at 9 minutes and 2 seconds. Really handling a gun. That was very interesting to me. And I'm sure he had it on lock and loaded in case he had to use it. Dude. Just chatting it up. Having an everyday discussion. Like any bud would, With the midget. Oops. What the fuck they were doing, but okay. Looking. Weapon. Looking and trying to approach and find his next victim, basically. That's what that was. Basically. That was interesting to say the least. Giant. Him picking on him because he's bigger, right? And that's how it always is when they're bigger. Sometimes they gonna pick with you and try to, get at you, basically. And that's what was happening in the scene, basically. Where a giant dude, right? I'm assuming it was Christopher Lee. He killed Christopher Lee, basically. Blonde chick with glasses kind of staring at each other. Well, my shit ain't going no more, so I'm gonna end the live off there. Peace, love you guys.